We're in segment number 28, everybody. And we're going to play Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the Super NES. Hope you all just caught Jeopardy for the Super NES, the original edition, because I won $1 shy of $100,000, the maximum allowed in that particular game. Let's see what the Deluxe Edition has in store. Jim and Jenny are my opponents this game. Here we go. We're going to deal with these as our categories. U.S. states. South America. Ballet. Architecture. History, and finally, nicknames. Alright. I'll start things off with architecture for 100.
The answer is...
If a church's interior is cruciform, it's shaped like this. What is a cross? Architecture 200.
The answer is...
Found in Gothic architecture, these supports can be clasping or flying. What are buttresses? Architecture 300.
The answer is...
The term for a round hall surmounted by a dome. The U.S. Capitol has a famous one. What's a rotunda? Architecture 400.
The answer is...
From the Greek for one stone, it's a structure of a one solid piece, like an obelisk. What is a monolith? Architecture for 500.
The answer
Off
is...
and running. The three classical orders of Greek architecture were Doric, Ionic, and this. What's Corinthian? $1,500. Ballet for 100.
The answer is...
Frederick Ashton played one of the ugly stepsisters in this ballet he choreographed. What is Cinderella? Ballet for 200, excuse me, sorry.
The answer is...
Suzanne Yaffe performed part of this expiring bird ballet at George Bush's inaugural gala. What is Swan Lake? A ballet for 300.
The answer is...
The Moor's Pavane is a ballet of love, death, and betrayal based on this play. What's Othello? Ballet for 400.
The answer is...
In the ballet, Sylvia, this goddess of the hunt, mortally wounds the villain with an arrow. Who is Diana? Ballet 500.
The answer is...
A pop what's on is a movement in which a dancer bends her body like one of these creatures. What's a fish? Up to $3,000. History 100.
The answer is...
In the late 1400s, Torquemada was confessor to the Spanish queen before he led the Inquisition. Who is Isabella? History 200.
The answer is...
The series of holy wars against the Muslims led to establishment of trade with the Middle East. What are the Crusades? History 300.
The answer is...
When this Mongol emperor was a little boy, his father, Yasuge, was poisoned by Tartus, who is Genghis Khan. History 400.
The answer is
Hitler's World War II effort to regain Antwerp. It's also fought by those who gain too many pounds. What is the... Hitler's World War II efforts to regain Antwerp. It's also fought by those who gain too many pounds. It's not the Battle of the Bulge, so I'll just say, what is the Weight Watchers? I don't know. No. I didn't have a clue. Well, let's see if Jim knows this one any better than I do. It is the Battle of the Bulge. Oh, that's what I thought it wasn't. Yeah. Oh, well. South America, 100.
the answer is
Let's try that one. Icy mountain streams in Peru are the source of the Amazon, which flows into this ocean. What is the Atlantic? South America for 200.
the answer is
When Juan Perón returned to the presidency of this country in 1973, his wife was elected vice president. What is Argentina? $300, South America.
the answer is
If you're watching a music video in Montevideo, you're in this country's capital. What is Uruguay? South America, 400.
the answer is
Country whose capital lies closest to the line of 0 degrees latitude. What is Ecuador? South America, 500.
the answer is
The Braganzas were a royal family that ruled in Portugal and this South American country. What is Brazil? Let's go back to history for 500.
the answer is
The Act of Union divided England and Wales in 1563 during his reign. Alright, let's see if Jenny knows this one. Let's get her on the board. Henry VIII. Oh, yeah. I kind of had a hunch that's who it was, but I wasn't sure enough. Oh, well. U.S. States, 100.
the answer is
The Pony Express ran from St. Joseph, Missouri as far west as this state. What is California? U.S. States for 200. Daily double. Alright. Mount Adams and Mount Eisenhower are located in the White Mountains of this northeastern state. I'm pretty sure it's New Hampshire. So that's what I'm going to go with. Yep. U.S. States 300.
the answer is
This state, not Mississippi or Connecticut, has the longest one-word name. The state I'm going to this April. What is Massachusetts? U.S. States 400.
the answer is
Burlington, the largest city in this state, has fewer than 50,000 people. What is Vermont? Into the 5 figures I shall go. U.S. States for 500.
the answer is
This mountain state has the highest average altitude of any state east of the Mississippi. What is West Virginia? Nicknames 100.
The answer is
This Daredevil's real first name is Robert. Evil, an alteration of Evil, is a nickname. It was Evil Knievel. $200.
the answer is
Nickname of New York City gangster Jack Diamond, a man who took 4 separate hits to kill. What is Legs? 300, please. Over 11,000 in cash. Nickname of John Burks Gillespie. What is Dizzy?
the answer is
To tell the truth, Dennis Edgar Rudolph Parker made this nickname his legal name. What is Painless Parker? What is Painless? Last clue.
the answer is
Jessica Rabbit's hairstyle mimicked the style of this peekaboo girl. I'll say it was Veronica Lake. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, I have $12,300, Jenny $500, Jim $400, so he's going to go first.
Here are the categories.
Categories for Double Jeopardy are going to be fictional characters, celebrity marriages, patriotic songs, D in literature, notice the D in quotation marks, rules, and finally, medicine. Alright. Let's get this party started. Celebrity marriages for 200.
The answer is
Good choice to start. This Oscar winner married 2 actresses, Dixie Lee and Katharine Grant. Who is Bing Crosby? Let's take celebrity marriages for 400.
the answer is
This Olympic gold medalist was once married to the late Dean Paul Martin. Who is Dorothy Hamill? We'll take celebrity marriages for 600.
the answer is
Bruce Willis is married to this star of A Few Good Men and A Decent Proposal. Well, he's not married to her anymore. Who is Demi Moore? Let's take celebrity marriages 800, please.
the answer is
In 1981, David and Elizabeth Emanuel became world famous as designers of her wedding gown. Who is Princess Diana? Celebrity marriages for 1,000.
the answer is
Alright. She was the widow of Florence Ziegfeld when she played a witch in The Wizard of Oz. It was Billy Burke. Alright. How about D in literature for 200, please?
the answer is
In titles, this word precedes in Venice of a salesman and comes from the archbishop. What's death? I'll take D in literature for 400.
the answer is
Some say this classic Cervantes novel is a veiled attack on the Catholic Church. What is Dante's Inferno? No. Down to $15,100, but I still have a big lead, so I'm not worried. Nobody's even close to me right now. Don Quixote. Oh, that's right. Don Quixote. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Let's go to medicine for 200.
The answer is...
Alright, let's try that one. This contagious illness, also known as varicella, attacks children, not poultry. What is chickenpox? Somebody's at the door. I'm gonna go see who it is real fast, folks. We'll keep the camera rolling. We'll be right back. Alright, all good. Never mind, folks. Okay. Let's get medicine for 400.
The answer is...
Alright, as we keep going along. Though the Salk vaccine can help prevent this disease, no drug has been found that will cure it. What is polio? I'll go with medicine for 600.
The answer is...
Into there. Labyrinthitis is an inflammation of the inner part of one of these. What is an ear? Medicine for 800.
The answer is...
After this couple discovered radium in 1898, it was widely used to treat cancer. Who are the Curies? Medicine for 1,000. Daily double. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this, so I'm going to do it. You could get this disease, also called hydrophobia, by breathing in a cave full of infested bats. What is rabies? The literature for 6.
The answer is...
This Dickens title character is the stepson of the unspeakably cruel Mr. Murdstone, who's David Copperfield. Could I be on my way to another perfect game where I win a buck shy of 100 grand? Let's find out. Didn't let 800.
The answer is...
We doubt if Maul Flanders would have relished reading his Journal of the Plague Year. This one I don't know. Jenny. Daniel Defoe. Oh, yeah. Alright, go to the next clip. Patriotic songs 200.
The answer is...
Song that begins, Father and I went down to camp, along with Captain Gooden. What is Yankee Doodle? I will take the $400 clue in Patriotic songs, please.
The answer is...
Answer there. Hymn that begins from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. What is the Marine hymn? Patriotic songs for 6, please. Answer there.
The answer is...
K.L. Bates wrote Oh Beautiful for Spacious Skies after a visit to this Colorado peak. It's Pikes Peak. The money is piling up. I'll take the $800 clue in Patriotic songs, please.
The answer is...
I haven't found the other Daily Double yet. In the George M. Cohan song, it's the emblem of the land I love. What is the grand old flag? patriotic songs 1,000.
The answer is.
Irving Berlin's song about soldiers going to Europe during World War I. What is over there? Alright, 1,000 please for D literature. He never finished his novel Nitochka Nezvanova because he was sent to Siberia. And it's Fyodor Dostoevsky. Alright, which category are we going to now? We're going to fictional characters for 200?
The answer is.
Alright. The Spitz is Buck's arch rival, and Buck eventually kills him in this Jack London novel. What is the Call of the Wild? Oh, foop. I'll take fictional characters for 400, please.
The answer is.
Through there? When he lived in Lilliput, the natives gave him meat and drink enough for 1,728 of their own people. Who is Gulliver? I'll go with the $600 clue in fictional characters, please.
The answer is.
Jack Barnes is the hero in love with Lady Brett Ashley in this Hemingway tale. I'm going to say, what is the sun also rises? That is correct. Fictional characters 800.
The answer is.
Tom Jones was raised by Mr. Allworthy, who was actually this relative of Tom's. What is his uncle? Yep, fictional characters 1,000.
The answer is.
Elizabeth Bennet, heroine of this novel, was her father's favorite among 5 daughters. Jim. Pride and Prejudice, and that is correct. And that just leaves the rules category. The daily doubles, the other daily doubles in this category. Is it in the $200 clue?
The answer
It is not. Alright. It has been stated as do unto others as you would have them do unto you. What is the golden rule? There. 400, please. The other daily double. I'm going to do it again. This 4-word rule tells us how to adjust our clocks to begin and end daylight saving time. What is spring forward, fall back? $80,000.
The answer is.
John Douglas, sponsor of a code of pugilistic fair play in 1867, is better known by this title. What is the Marquess of Queensberry? $800.
The answer is.
In 1742, he published a set of rules for whist that led to publications of rules for other games. Who is Hoyle? And now the last clue.
The answer is.
In 1876, a U.S. Army engineer wrote this popular book on parliamentary procedure. Well, let's see if Jenny knows this any better than I do. Does she? Robert's Rules of Order. So she has $2,300, Jim $2,800, and me a whopping $81,400. Final Jeopardy, I may get Another $99,999. Let's look at that category now. Boy, oh, I feel very good about this. Lock that in. Former lead singer Culture Club, he rejuvenated his career with the Crying Game. Who is Boy George? And here comes another $99,999. Now putting the birthday bank at $747,415. Where are we going to get all this money from? That I don't know. Here we go.
The final Jeopardy answer is...
It's Boy George, alright. Nearly $750,000 is in the birthday bank already. Well, Jenny got it wrong, so she drops down to $1,000. Did Jim get it right? He did. So he goes up to $4,600, and I got it right. Another $99,999. We'll wrap it up for this segment. See you all for that next one.